Okay, peeps. EmRôs signing in. I thought I'd go ahead and give y'all an update. I got a phone call first thing this morning from from that company I was telling y'all about. Me trying to thought I'd talk to another attorney and see exactly what makes these people stand out from the other attorneys that I've spoken with, who've all said the same damn thing. It was like 4 different ones that I've spoken with, paid consultation, paid for the consultation fees, and no attorney had ever spoken with me and not offer a solution that was involving child support, being locked into a child support contract. And my intentions were to pretty much just talk to these people over the phone, just talk to them or whatever, to see if they stood out, since they're supposed to be like father's rights attorneys. And it turned out to be a sham as well. The attorney I spoke with this morning was on the same bullshit the other 4 that I talked to was on. So he even assured me that it comes all in. It's like a package deal. Yes, you get, they'll help you with help you with the case, but they're going to try to get it's going to be an order put in there where when the judge feels that there's a need for child support to be done, to be issued in an order, then it shall be. Keep in mind when you employ the services of an attorney, you submit to the court. You become a ward of the state. You're deemed incompetent, which is the reason why this whole damn near 5 years I've dealt with my situation. I never hired an attorney because I know these things. Once I learned this, I knew not to hire an attorney. But at the same time, I didn't want to be closed-minded to think that to think that there are no attorneys whatsoever that could possibly help me out in the situation, help me out and be different from what I've actually learned, from what I've encountered. So I was open to just hear what they had to say. And that'll probably always be me. I'm always see what you got to say. But I'm very mindful at the same time, if they're not if they're not willing to do what's fair, to do what's actually right. They talking about what's in the best interest of the child. And that's really, a lot of times they're full of shit when they say it, because it's really, keep in mind, these law firms are there to make money, and they take an oath. It's supposed to be to the Constitution, but their first allegiance is to the court. Okay, their first allegiance is to the court, to the state, and to the court. So regardless of what you pay them, in many cases you're paying them when it come out concerning these matters, when it comes to family law, you're paying them to run the same process that they in today's society. A father is basically paying an attorney to lock his ass into a child support contract. Because in today's society, mothers are given favoritism from the beginning. There may be laws that are put in place that can protect you from actually getting locked into a contract, a child support contract. But doing it on your own, like me doing it on my own, I didn't hire an attorney, never hired one for my situation. My defense has been successful. However, as far as like getting my child, being able to see my son, if the child's mom decides to just take the child and haul ass like that and keep the child from me, that's been an uphill, it's like fighting an uphill battle. And so that's why I had to actually train myself to be grounded emotionally, mentally, spiritually, when it comes to this situation, and accept what actually is when it comes to today's society. Otherwise, it'll stress the shit out of you. You end up dead, because stress can kill you. Stress can kill you quicker than the problem. And last thing I want to do is, die because I stressed myself out by the situation. I did that back in 2016 when it all started. And I'm at a better place, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and my energy is a whole lot better than it was back then. So I'm not stressing about the situation as before. Yes, I think about it on his birthday, my son, and Father's Day coming around as well. And at the same time, I deal with it better, and I refuse to let anybody talk me into just becoming a debt slave in exchange for rights that belong to me. I'll never do that. I'll never do that. So, so that's the update concerning, what happened with that situation. So the man was on some bullshit. I listened to him. I didn't argue with him or nothing. I just, listened to what he had to say and listened to the word magic he was using to try to dress it up to make it sound like, something different, or to make it sound better, like it's what's supposed to happen, yeah, you're supposed to financially, support the child. The child does need supporting. Say, yeah, taken care of. Yeah, you can take care of a child, but you don't have to be in a child support contract to do that. So, and I said that to him, and he couldn't rebut that, but that's exactly what he said. What happened in most cases when they're trying to come up with an agreement between, the parents as far as like custody, custody orders. So, I'm sure there's another way that it can be done. If I entertain that shit, I probably can create an LLC and then hire myself and employ myself. I've known guys that do that. Create an LLC and they becoming their name, the all caps name is an employee of that LLC. And that LLC is owned by somebody else and not them. Or it could be a partnership with their name included as a part owner. And they still couldn't touch him. They could only put him on child support based on the pay wage that was that all caps name is getting paid, through the LLC. Then I've known people to do that. So, and then they still were able to do, a custody order and they be on child support, but the baby mom is getting pennies on the dollar. That's all they're receiving, $10 a month, $100 a month or something like that, something small. And they couldn't get too much of anything. $30 a month, I've seen that too, which is a joke, but at the same time, you still have a contract that's locked in. So that's probably, well, if I'm gonna go with an attorney, that would probably be the best bet if you're gonna do that. I wouldn't recommend using an attorney unless you're gonna do that, because they're going to get you locked into a child support contract. They're going to do that. So if you have an LLC set up, and you have it where your all caps name is he or she is only making minimum wage, then your child support will be like zilch. It'll be very low, but it'll probably zilch if you, like, say if you don't work anywhere. I don't know how that works. I haven't done that. I haven't done this, so I'm telling you, but I've seen people do it. Many people, quite a few people do it. So that's one way to do it. It is you protecting your assets basically by, whatever that social security, that name that's connected to that social security number, whatever's showing up on that, on the check stubs saying whatever, the documents that you present to the court saying this is what that all caps name is making, they're going to make a judgment based on that. They're going to do the numbers based on that. Whatever type of proof they need to say that, this is what documents you're showing that, the all caps name is working for that particular company. And this is what they're making. They're going to make a judgment based on that. So if I'm going to be on child support, if I agree to a child support contract, that's the only way I'll be able to do it. If I'm not trying to be a debt slave, because there's nothing for me to pay $30 a month. I've been paid up for the whole year and be done with it, and don't have nothing to worry about for a whole year just for the hell of it. But anyway, I guess that's my stance. You know, somebody choose to use an attorney on a case. My stance is still the same as it's been all these years. Don't hire one. Do it your damn self. If you want to defend yourself. Now, if you're in a situation where I'm at, you know, where your child is not, you're not seeing your child, and you have no order put in place, or you have a visitation order that she's violating, like my situation, then you might can hire an attorney, but you gotta make sure you set up an LLC first. You know, be strategic about it. You know, there's ways you can do that shit. But I've seen people do it in many slick ways, but I've never done it. And but I'm not gonna speak about my working conditions right now, not on this video. But but I'm just saying it can be done. These things can be done. But we'll see. I'm trying to think of what else I want to say before I end this video. Probably nothing much, but they were on the same. That attorney was on the same bullshit. So scratch video, the first video. So now it is official. EmRôs is not considering hiring an attorney. So that is all. It's dead and in the water. So the only way that could possibly happen, is using a more strategic, approach. Because I'm not trying to become a debt slave. I'm not trying to do that. But anyway, let me get out of here. I'm at Waffle House waiting on my food to get ready, and I'm about to go in on some food. So I'll holler at y'all later. EmRôs signing out.